Hey folks, Cool18 here with a preview of an upcoming indie game called Interstellaria. Interstellaria is an old-school 2D space sim RPG with a pretty open-ended, sandboxy feel. For me, it brings back memories of playing the amazing Sundog on the Atari ST, although, honestly, this game looks nothing like it in practice. I did first start following this game a couple of years ago when the developers started posting screenshots to the game dev community on Reddit. Since then, it's gone through a successful Kickstarter, it's been greenlit on Steam. There's no early access version yet, but the developers are hoping to release this game around March, so it's coming up pretty soon. Just a reminder that the standard disclaimer applies. I am playing a pre-release build, and I can't make any judgment as to the final quality of the game. It might be terrible, might be awesome, we just don't know yet. As far as the game itself, well, it's after you get a short tutorial segment. After that, you start the game with a single crew member and an ancient spaceship, but with a universe of possibilities. You can move your crew around in your ship, operating different consoles like engineering, navigation, tactical, to give your vessel various bonuses like extra maneuverability in combat or enhanced scanning ability. You also need to manage your internal power, like you can disable one module so you can turn on your food, medical, and rest facilities if your crew needs a break. There's a star map where you can fly to a variety of different star systems, planets, space stations. Once there, you can trade with merchants, recruit new crew members. You can also scavenge for supplies on planets that you can then turn around and sell to the merchants so that you can buy better stuff. Planets might be, I've seen wild jungles or ancient ruins filled with berserk robots. You can equip your crew with weapons, body armor, feed them med kits, all that kind of jazz through their inventory screen to help them clear out any bad guys that might be around. And some of the areas are laid out a lot like puzzles that require activations of various switches to unlock all the goodies. Sometimes you even need to get things like key cards from one planet so that you can unlock secret doors on other planets to get all the best stuff there is. There are a couple of aspects of the game that can be automated, like harvesting resources on a planet is one of those things, which is kind of nice because it can be a little bit theoretically tedious to go around and, you know, click on all the thingies, all the plants and everything. You can tell your crew members basically to just gather and they'll just run off in different directions to pick the plants, mine the metal, salvage any components that they might find, then they automatically bring it back to the ship and go out for more. Sometimes this process can take a little bit more time than I'd rather. On at least one planet, after I cleared out all the bad guys, and I told my people to start gathering, I basically could walk away to go make a sandwich while my crew spent, 5 minutes picking the planet clean. And it's one of the aspects of the game I might like to see rebalanced before launch, just because, I think for pacing it might suffer a little bit like that. Once you have gotten all your stuff, you can... either that you found on a planet or that you bought from a merchant, you can install them on your ship. You can plug in the new modules. That means, things like more food replicators or bed chambers, or maybe more weapon systems, for example. And you're not limited to just one ship either. You can expand your fleet by buying more ships or potentially capturing them. I haven't actually done it myself, but I'm pretty sure that's a possibility. And then once you've got multiple ships in your fleet, you can transfer your crew between them, and you basically increase your firepower exponentially by doing something like that. Space combat, it's a relatively interactive affair. If any of you guys have played something like FTL, it actually might surprise you, because there are other similarities in this game here, but when you get into a fight, you actually get a tactical map of the area that opens up, and you need to click around it to fly your ship around, to maneuver your ship, to dodge incoming enemy fire, not to mention the occasional asteroid. After you scan an enemy to get a weapons lock, any weapons you have turned on will fire automatically. Your job is just to keep your ship alive. If you do get hit, anything that penetrates your defenses can damage systems, open leaks in the hull, even start fires, at which point you'll have to direct your crew to do repairs on the fly while you continue to dogfight, which can make for a pretty hectic combat. You do have the ability to pause things if things are getting a little too chaotic for your liking, although that might not be enough to save your ship if you get boarded while the shields are down, although you can always board enemy ships as well. I'm looking forward to playing this title a little bit more once it's officially released in March. Until then, I'm probably not going to put too much time in the pre-release because I'm just anxious to see what the final version will look like. Interstellaria is on sale now for about $10 US, although, as always, I don't endorse pre-ordering of games just because you never know how things will turn out. But I'm definitely keeping my eye on this title. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.